God said, you know what to do. You know what to do. Here's how you know this message is for you, okay? Because you may have prayed about it today or whatever. You ask God this question like, God, when am I going to elevate? When am I going to succeed? When am I going to get out of this? When am I going to, and God said, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. It's kind of like, you know what God needs you to do. You have instructions, but it's almost like I just put out the message about obedience, okay? But it's almost like every time you're about to follow specific instructions, it's like the devil will make you feel like anxiety, or you'll feel drained, like when you're about to do it. It's like something will deter you from doing it. Something will discourage you from wanting to do it. And like I said in the message before, obedience brings favor. When you're obedient and you do it despite how you feel, that's when you start seeing, the blessings come in. So God said you already know what to do. And I want to just mention that whenever you have a purpose, well, everybody has a purpose, but whatever your purpose is through God, every time you're about to do something that brings you a step closer to God's purpose or fulfilling his purpose, or a step closer to receiving the fruits of your labor from that purpose, the devil will do something to make you feel discouraged. You'll either get extremely drained, extremely tired, and sometimes there's even witchcraft manipulation. Like when people actually know what your gift is, what your talent is, and they know what you're working on. So I'm going to be honest, sometimes they can put your talents and put your business and put certain things on an altar to deter you from actually going towards it. So every time you go, it's like imagine you're supposed to be a chef, and every time you go in the kitchen to try to do a cooking video, for some reason you get sick. Or every time you're about to design something, like let's just say if you're a dress designer, you end up getting sick when you're about to start designing a dress. So oftentimes you'll see that as, oh, I'm not in the mood. And then you end up pulling back and you end up doing something else instead, because you see that as, I'm not in the mood, not realizing that it's actually the enemy attacking you because you're doing something that is bringing you a step closer and closer to what God needs you to be, which is going to end up bringing in that fruit, which is going to end up taking you to the next level, right? So it's very important to fight the urge of wanting to give up or wanting to pull back. You'll know, because if God wants you to rest, trust me, he'll tell you rest, right? But here's how you'll know that it's manipulation and that it's really the enemy trying to deter you, because it's a situation where it happens all the time, where you'll want to do something and it takes you weeks and months just to start it. And even when you start it, you don't stay doing it for long. You get what I'm saying? You kind of stop at a certain point, and then it takes you months and months to go back to it. That's how you know. And then you go to God and be like, God, I want to get out this funk. God, I want to elevate. God, I want to get to the next level. God, when is my breakthrough going to come in? And God's like, the very thing that you're putting off, the very thing that you always you're deterred from, the very thing that you are afraid to do is that very thing that I'm using to help you get to the next level. Okay. And I can attest to that, because like you guys see, I have my skincare. I have a lot of stuff that I work on. And I'm going to be honest, every time I've tried to work on my skincare before I launched it, every time I tried to work on it, I would end up getting sick, or I'd get extremely drained and tired. Right. And I noticed that it started happening once I made that announcement accidentally to tell people that I was working on a skincare line. All of a sudden I started getting drained every time I was supposed to work on it. But I still pushed through. Even though I was tired, I would still push through. And I noticed that the first 20 minutes I would be drained and feel sick working on it. But as time went on, I ended up starting to feel lighter and I started feeling better. The secret is you just got to keep going. And when you keep going, what will happen is it's kind of like you're breaking that whatever is being done to you. It's like you're breaking it in the moment. Like 30 minutes, 20 minutes later, you start feeling good while you're working on it. And the point is just start the process. Okay. So whatever that God says, you already know what to do. So you got to start working on whatever it is that the devil's trying to deter you from, because listen, the devil does not attack unless there's something good coming out of it, or it's pointless to attack, right? So you have to remember that the very thing that you try to do and you're always getting attacked, that's the very thing that's actually going to bring you to the next level. And that's the very thing that God is going to use you to help people in or to elevate in, okay? So remember that you already know what to do, okay? I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, I forgot to say this. And you also have to remember that whatever it is that you do, whatever purpose that God has for you, remember that it's Christ who strengthens you. Okay, it's Christ who strengthens you. So even if you feel a little bit of deterrence, or is that even a word, deterrence? Even if you feel a bit of sickness and stuff in the beginning of it, I'm telling you, it will start fading away. You just have to have faith, but it will start fading away, and you'll notice that you're working at it, and it's been like an hour, it's been 2 hours, like, whoa! That's what will end up happening, because God will start strengthening you as you're working on it. Okay? I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.